Okay, so we're gonna start, whatever. Welcome, you guys. We are, oh, I need my phone. I'm sorry, where's my phone? Do you have my phone?
Probably.
Sorry. So we're here at the East Otay Mesa port of entry here in Calexico. You probably put it in the car. Thank you. Sorry, I just wanted to give you guys some history on this. Now, there's Robert. Okay. So we are in Calexico. So Calexico is a southern Imperial County, California, situated on the Mexico border. It's linked economically with the much larger city of Mexicali, the capital of the Mexican state of Baja California. It's about 122 miles east of San Diego and 62 miles west of Yuma, Arizona. And Calexico, along with 6 other incorporated imperial cities, form parts of a larger populated area known as the Imperial Valley. Now this border crossing, this port of entry, is between the United States and Mexico, obviously, but it is directly near State Route 7. Actually, and I wanted to say, like, the population of Calexico is about, roughly in 2020, it was almost 40,000 people. And it's about 3 feet in elevation, which is interesting. But this crossing is, I would say significantly in the same range as the other one that we were just at, the West Port of Entry. And it turns out I was wrong. And when we saw the Border Patrol come up, or security, he was telling us that the entry was right behind us, which was the building that we had been in. And that was where the pedestrians come and go. But where the people go in, it's just on the other side of where we were at, which is the exit right there. And so it was like just on the other side of the road going in. So we kind of missed that. I apologize, because the guy kind of confused me when we were talking. But that has quite a significant amount of people coming through. And this is seemingly larger than that. And I couldn't really find numbers, because when it was, for some reason, they weren't giving me numbers for that. But for total Calexico in California in 2023 was 5,014,733 crossings in vehicles. And then in pedestrians, it was 2.8 million, 15,354. And so when I divided that by 365, it's like 8,000 or so for the pedestrians, and then about 14,000 for the vehicles. So I don't know if they're just talking about this one, because when we were doing the Westland Port of Entry, it was talking about 20,000 pedestrians and 34,000 vehicles crossing in the year, and so, or every day, sorry. Like, what? And so it's just interesting. This is really in the middle of nowhere.
Your bike keeps going against your skin. Yeah.
Sorry, you guys. So this is in the middle of nowhere, where the other ones, you're kind of in a town. You know, you'll always see the duty-free stuff, which there's a gas station right here. There's a duty-free store. But, I mean, really, there's not really anything around here. It's pretty desolate. That's why these people don't just walk and, leave from here. They're pretty much needing to have a vehicle come, but they obviously don't maybe have a vehicle to drive in there. So they rely on these people to come in and pick them up. And so it's interesting that this is where we kind of ended up, which is good. But on the other side here, to my left, which would be your right, I guess, is the road in and out. And then the facility goes along here. But I mean, the roads, it's like there's the 7 and just a bunch of, you wouldn't want to walk anywhere around here. Whereas the other places, like I said, they are, there's a bunch of businesses, all of the duty free, all of the, Mexican insurance. Those are kind of things that you see as you're going in. And the money exchange and everything. In fact, so for the second time today, I was a little disappointed. I was in the store buying a popsicle and talking to the guy about the 50-cent, like half a peso that I found, and he was telling me the value of it. And then I said, I found 2,000 pesos today. And he's like, yeah, that's 2,000. I said, I know. And so he was telling me the exchange rate, and it was 121 bucks if it was in Mexican pesos, but it's in Colombian, so it's 51 cents. But so I went from thinking I got 516 bucks. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so great, to thinking, okay, it's 51 cents, to then thinking again that I was coming. No, but it's fine. It's still always good to find. It's like a plethora of money that people drop and different things like that. But it's been an interesting day. Wanted to bring you down here. In fact, on the way over here, there's a Border Patrol station for Calexico that we're going to show you. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's down these dirt roads where there's kind of a bunch of farmland, so there's not really much by it, but it's a big facility and it has a lot of vehicles there. It's kind of tucked away, so we'll bring you a short live from there as well. And then we'll continue to go to a few different places from here and bring you some more live coverage. But again, we're in Calexico. This is the east port of entry. So there's two ports. We're about 15 minutes or so away from the west land port of entry that we were just at. And like I said, that's right in town. I mean, you can walk everywhere, park right there. I mean, it's very close by stuff, whereas this is just out in the middle of nowhere. And so again, that's why these people are coming here to pick them up. This is the end and exit of the pedestrian crossing.
2 steps to the right. Thank you.
Yeah, and the pedestrian inn is going on the other side, just like the cars. So that'd be kind of a long trek anyway to just have to walk in there. I mean, I'm not sure where you would necessarily park. There's not a whole lot around here, so you might just, who knows. I feel like people walk more getting to the border legally than they do illegally because they got transportation all along the way, which is, you know, what we're paying for, and that's why we're trying to expose this, or we are, and we will continue to do so. So thank you for joining us. It's been quite an eventful day. At least it's starting to cool off.
Like, share.
Yeah, like, share, follow if you can, and share the stuff so we can get it out to more people. And if you have any kind of tips that you would like to give us, or information, or, you know, where you would like us to go, possibly anything like that, please call 619, and it's on the screen, 678-1442. That's 619-678-1442. You can also email San Diego Live Data at gmail.com, or go to San Diego Live Data as well, .com. Wait, at gmail.com and .com. There is so much information going through my head. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like, where were we earlier? Has it been 10 days? I'm not sure. Feels like it. Been all over the place, but it's great because we want to give you guys this live coverage, have you kind of come along the way with us as we're driving. We're showing you live coverage of that so you can see different things that are taking place. And
well, we have a good signal. Do a little recap from earlier about how you walked with people.
Oh yeah, okay, so earlier today, it's been just interesting. We stopped by the Iris Transit Center in the beginning, and we wound up seeing a bus that was there dropping off the illegals, and it had been a couple of bus loads that had come because there was already about 50 people sitting in the parking lot. So when they released them, there was about 100 or so of them sitting in there, and so that was a good, you know, bringing that to you in the morning. It was about 7:30, just before 8, and then we wound up heading out east to going on Campo Road, and we wound up seeing just on the side there was like a gate that they usually keep closed, and there was a bunch of illegals, about 25 of them. There was a couple of children in there, and there were several Border Patrol trucks, 8 to 10 of them I would say, and then a van pulled up to pick them up. So they had already been detained. They let us go over there and just take some footage of that, which we'll be sharing with you guys later because it's really hard to upload stuff when we're just moving and everything. So, and we want to continue to bring you live coverage, so we're, you know, just doing our best, but we will post that video later. And it was really interesting. That's where I found the 51 cents. And and then a few other things like a vaccine document, a bunch of the papers that were from the Mexican immigration side that process them and then tell them how to get to the United States and what to do, where to go, and also like a medical card from Mexico, you know, just different things. People are strewing clothing along the way. But it was interesting to see that because you never know what you're going to come up on when you're just kind of driving these back roads. That's why it's good to take those and not just take the 8, because you don't really see all of this stuff in between. And then as we were passing, going there towards Hakamba, we had just passed Hakamba and we were coming up on Inkopah, just south of that on the 80, and we saw there was like, I need to count because I'd have to go back to the video, but there were at least 50 people probably walking in the middle of the road, taking up the entire road. It's a 2-lane road out there. And so they wound up kind of getting over to the side, but we did some lives from there, and I apologize, my camera lens was dirty just from holding it and trying to keep up with those people. I feel like I've walked so far today. But
I got a good one.
What?
I got a good video.
But yeah, he got a good video, and it was at least capturing it, so you could see them. They said that they were going to immigration, that they had come through Tijuana, which none of that really made sense because it's like.
We got out and walked with them.
But we got out and walked with them. They were walking actually really fast. That's why I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to keep up with this. But I mean, why are you walking? It wasn't too far from Inkopah, so they just had to go over a few different hills, and it was maybe a couple of miles at the most that they had to go to the camp. And then as we were passing the camp in Inkopah, we were there. I thought, well, it was empty, and then I saw one gentleman come out of one of the tents, or a man. I don't know if he's a gentleman. Who knows? He might not be. And so then we just kind of passed that. And then we've been coming to you live from all of the different border patrol stations, immigration stations, centers. What?
Immigration court.
Immigration court. We'll share a picture of that. They're all like really close. And again, right here, over here is on the way, and we're going to show you when we are passing it again, is the Calexico U.S. Border Protection station. And it's in the middle of nowhere. This also is in the middle of nowhere. Again, it's nice that it's cooling down, but you can see all of these vehicles coming to pick up these people because, it's in the middle of nowhere. But I wanted to give you a closer up version of that, but we have the Starlink. We can't really go too far from here, and, you can see the people coming out, so I figured that's enough. And then the people driving in and out on this road are going into Mexico and coming out. So you can't really go much further. We didn't want to do one of those, oops, we went into Mexico, now we got to figure out how to get out. You got to go, it's like going into Tijuana, and then you got to go all the way around town, and it takes you 5 hours to leave. I've done that before, going down the 5 South, and all of a sudden I went into Mexico on accident and got stuck trying to turn around. Anyway, so thank you guys for joining us. It's been an eventful day. We'll continue to bring you live coverage as we are just continuing on our journey today. This is a Sabbath day. It is May 11th. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. And since 7 a.m. we've been bringing you a lot of coverage just to give you guys an idea of coming along with us so that you can experience a border machine with us. And again, I want to tell you that on May 25th, there will be a rally, march, tour, whatever, that we are going to be doing around San Diego, not around all of San Diego, but before a couple of locations so that you guys can experience it on your own. It will be May 25th starting at 11 a.m. I will be sending a flyer out soon. Oh, look, we have some. It's interesting. Are they nuns?
They're in uniform.
They're in some kind of uniform. I wonder if they're a nun or who knows. They'll tell me it's Nunya. I'm just joking. But so anyway, on the 25th, it should be interesting. So I hope you guys join us because I think it's important for you to see firsthand the border machine in action and where your money is going. So I will be posting that flyer. And again, please like, share, and follow. And if you have any questions, call 1-619-678-1442 or go to sandiegolivedata@gmail.com. You can even go to sandiegolivedata.com for more information, follow what we're doing. And it's also a search engine and a tool for you to do some research if you would like, which is really nice because it gives you information that you can't necessarily just find when you're looking at stuff online. You can get into looking into government documents and different FOIAs and different things. So it's something that everybody can utilize. And so I would urge you to check it out and then just continue to follow us. We'll be coming to you live again later today. Here shortly because there's the Border Patrol Calexico Center, sector, whatever, just right down the road. So thank you for joining us. Again, we're here in Calexico at the East Port of Entry. We were just at the west, and we will be coming to you from the Border Patrol Center next.
All right, ready? We're all gonna jump in the group chat.
Yeah.
If you want to let them know, we're all gonna jump in. The San Diego Live Data on top of us for 17 seconds, so if we could just wave through it.
Right.
And then we'll stand there and say goodbye for this stream right now, and we'll come back in shortly.
Okay.
Okay, ready, guys?
All right.
Come over here.
Okay, well, maybe back here because his is right there. So we're like
right
this.
over here.
Who knows? I don't know. But hey, guys.
I don't think mine's on this.
So this is all of us, and we'll be back shortly with another live. So thank you guys for joining us.
There you go.